Hi watercolor fans, it's Jennifer again with Watercolor Girlfriend. Thanks for joining me in my studio here today. We are going to paint a lovely watercolor painting based on the colors of the Olympics. They're just wrapping up in Paris this summer, and I thought it would be fun to incorporate something around that to inspire us. And so we're using the logo from the Olympics and the colors. Red, green, yellow, black, blue, very colorful painting. We're going to use a variety of different techniques and media materials. That's what I'm looking for. Stencils, love stencils. Watercolor pencil, this time we'll be using a white one. And an acrylic marker, I guess you're gonna call it. It doesn't really have a brush on it. I haven't explored a lot of these yet, so I'm interested in doing that. Actually, instead of the white, we are gonna use a yellow. And liquid watercolor. If you haven't used these before, they are really fun. They're very vibrant. They go down on the paper a lot differently. So if you're used to using watercolor, these will really stick on the paper. So going back and removing them or moving them around, not as easy, but they're very cool. And a water-soluble crayon or two. And of course, my favorite, the masked medium. It's also called Frisket. And some salt. And of course, your favorite watercolors. So I hope you enjoy this video and it inspires you to do some lovely painting for yourself. And I also want to thank my followers and commenters because I do these videos for you. And I'm really glad that you enjoy them and join me here to watch. Enjoy the next video. So we're going to start with the Olympic symbol, the logo. And we're going to carry on with the colors. The colors that are traditional are blue, a goldish yellow, black, green, and red. So I want to make sure I incorporate those nicely in here. My apologies. Without the light there. Look how rich that green is. That's lovely. That is actually, I'm going to show you. Dr. P.H. Martin's sap green. It's fantastic. I didn't really like all that It's looking a little peculiar. I'm also going to incorporate some of these cool liquid watercolors. Let's see what the pink looks like. It's kind of a pinky color, but I'm gonna see what it looks like in this red. It's nice. I'm gonna wait until these colors dry before I add the black. And this is already dried quite a bit, so I'm gonna add a little bit more water in this area. It's looking a little fluorescent, and maybe I'll see what it looks like when it dries. Some of my favorite crayons. Let's see if we can find the color we like. I guess I'll use a blue here. I can't wait. I'm gonna move this around a little bit. And I don't love how this kind of faded away a little bit too much. I'm gonna see how this looks. Doesn't really pick it up enough for me. So I think we'll come back later and use the oil pastels to give it a little more punch. If you don't love that kind of thing, you could always try some white India ink, acrylics. You could use, an acrylic marker, all sorts of different options. You don't have to just be, happy if you don't like what's going on in your painting. Okay, so I'm incorporating the colors there of the Olympics, and we're gonna let this dry and we'll be back. Great, that dried well, and the paper is still a little bit wrinkly, but this paper tends to dry nice and flat, so it should look better once that happens. Now I wanted to add the black. Now I did also want to mention that this is really just an inspiration. We're not trying to replicate anything. I guess that's probably obvious. Now when you put it over another color, I love to come back and blot it away. It can have a cool effect. And if it's not coming off, you can add a little more water there. Salt, give in some texture there. I have I've been incorporating this masking fluid as a second resist. Boy, it is not, it did not want to come open. As a second resist, so after you have some color on here. And I do like my dots. I also like to balance it out and put a similar pattern in another area. I want to add in some more color while I'm waiting for some of these areas to dry. We're gonna let that dry and we'll be back. Okay, super. Everything is pretty much dried. I like what's going on in here. I'm gonna get rid of this salt and add in some more color. I like to clean up at the end. So I just brush it kind of aside. You could even bring in your vacuum and take care of that all at once. And I started with this darker yellow that I have, but I'm gonna move into something a little brighter. And I love yellow going over other colors. As it starts to change the colors, it's really pretty. Quiet. So this is a little pinkier than I like. So I'm actually gonna go over that area. Definitely not using just one color on this painting. Getting in a lot of cool colors. Okay, after this dries, I'd like to add some more. So we'll be back after it dries. Okay, so I do want a little bit more bright yellow. I like this rich color. You see I have my stencils out here. Oh, that I like. I think I'm gonna do more of that. I'm gonna try it in the green area too. Makes the colors feel brighter, you know, when you can get that white coming through a little more. And I like the texture it gives you. But I still want that dark color. I think I might actually want a little bit more black in here. Give it a bit of contrast. And I'm gonna get a little darker green for the same purpose. I want to do some stencils after this, so we'll just let this dry. We'll be right back. Okay, so I really do want to incorporate these stencils, and I thought the numbers would be great. And I'm going to use a white watercolor pencil and just take these right up here. Looks like I might need to sharpen it. Okay, I sharpened it. That's better. Yeah, I really like that. It's kind of faint, but you can still see that it stands out. This one really bothers me. This area. So we're gonna fix that before we're done here. So I really want to incorporate some line work. So I'm gonna use this yellow acrylic marker, which is kind of new to me as well, because I've only used it a couple of times. Cool. It's nice. So now, you know, as I keep thinking about this, I'm just gonna go for it. Now there is a lot of oil pastel on here and wax crayon that I have tried. I'm still going for it with this white. I like that a lot. I like the thin line work. I like that it's a light color, again, the white. Great. It gives you those circles in the emblem or logo. Did you know that these are all supposed to indicate different countries? So that's pretty cool. In different parts of the world as they come together. Put any of their differences aside, right? Have fun playing sports. Ooh, be a little more here. So I think this piece is coming together, and I like that it has a lot of different things going on, a lot of different textures. Let me think, do I want to put anything else in there? I have a couple of things. So this stands out to me and I don't like it. What color should I put in there? I think I'm just going to do some of the red and not too much. I just want it to be kind of filling in there. There, I like that. It was really standing out and kind of hard to focus on anything else. And I would like to add a little more line work like I did over there on the other side. Okay, now while this dries, I'm going to remove these. Now, I'd like to leave those. I'm going to do a little bit of a splatter. What color should I do? I think we'll do the red again. I was hoping for some bigger splatters, but maybe I'm okay with this. We'll grab our bigger brush and see. There, that's better. I think it just makes it a little more festive. Now I'm going to remove these while the rest of this dries. Oh, I really like that. And I like how the pieces come together better. You know, I've talked about it before, how it can be a certain point in the painting where you just think it is never gonna look good. Doesn't matter what you do, it's just garbage. And I think I'm pretty happy with this. I will turn it after I take the tape off, and I don't think I need to add anything else. I'm really pleased with this. And honestly, I think that the logo itself, the circles, stand out and then recede, and you see everything else that's going on. I'm real pleased with the way things came together. And it's good to have these circles and then repeat the circles. I wish some of these would have come through a little bit more, but I don't think it upsets the flow or any of the spaces. I'm real happy the way it's come together. So I think we'll let this dry and then we'll take off the tape. Okay, that looks good. Looks really, really nice. And what I do with the tape is I actually collect it on another piece of plastic so that I'll wash this off so that I can reuse it, and then this color won't transmit to the next painting that I use. But I can use the tape, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 times. Sometimes I push it and use it until I'm disappointed and the color goes through it, but you know, that's really fine. I can always mat it or cut it off or paint over it or whatever. So I'm really pleased how this turned out. I went through the stages where I didn't know. Am I gonna like it? Don't know. And see how it's kind of warped here still? I'll just bend it back a little in all the spots. It's a really durable paper. Like I've said, I've been happier with it than I thought I would be. Yeah, careful not to bend it too much or it's gonna just be gentle, I guess, but forceful. Nice. Yeah, I'm real happy. So there it is. Watercolor based on the Olympic colors. Fun. I hope you watched some of the Olympics this year. I didn't realize they did basketball. You know, I thought it not very sporty, so when I watch the Olympics, I figure if it's winter sports, Winter Olympics, they only do outdoor winter activities and ice skating, which I'm kind of surprised isn't held outdoors. Okay, thanks for watching. Happy painting.